Well, we made it. The finale of WandaVision has just happened, and we have got to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by WeAreCritics.com, place where we talk about movies, television, and pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that we talk about here. Now, before I get into this, hopefully some of you were with us. Some of you were with us, but hopefully most of you were with us when we did the real late tailgate live countdown to the Wandavision finale here on my YouTube channel. I brought in a whole bunch of friends, and we are giving away a full year subscription to Disney Plus for absolutely free. All you have to do is make sure you guys go to that video that we did right up here. I'll leave it for you guys. Go to that video, leave a comment, like it, whatever, share it. You can do whatever you want, but make sure you're subscribed as well and leave a comment there, and you will be entered to be in the final drawing for a random pick for the winner of Disney Plus for a whole year. It doesn't matter if you already have it, we'll still give you the full credit to go towards your Disney Plus and take care of you for the entire year. Again, just go to the link, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a little quick comment, and then you will be in the drawing for that. Now, without further ado, it's time to talk about the WandaVision finale, episode 9, the final episode. I'm not gonna lie, I had to watch it a couple of times before I was kind of satisfied with the actual ending. I felt like it was a little bit, it wasn't what we wanted, it wasn't what we expected. It was still a good story, still told well, it still ended on an end point, not a cliffhanger, no more standby screens. We don't have to worry about any of that kind of anxiety leaving us hanging or anything like that. But it ended on a note that wasn't expected for me personally. Most people probably loved the way that it ended, but for me, I was kind of left like, that's it. I feel like there's still a lot of questions unanswered. Let's talk about it. So the episode starts off great. It picks right up from episode 8 with Wanda in the street. Agatha has her sons on leashes, well, magical leashes, and she's still, trying to get it out of Wanda. Like, how did you get the power? She wants her power. She doesn't think that Wanda deserves it because she doesn't even know how to use it. So in this, the post-credit scene from episode 8, we see the White Vision land in the middle of this whole beef between Agatha and Wanda. They're going at it. The kids are hiding in the house. Wanda and her are throwing things at one another. And then the White Vision shows up. She thinks it's Real Vision, and as she approaches him, he attempts to freaking Jason Voorhees crush her head. It doesn't go too well because Real Vision, well, sort of, steps in, saves her from that. He takes on White Vision while she takes on Agatha. Like, this thing jumps off with a massive amount of action. You're glued immediately when it starts, and you're just like, you're there for the ride. Like, I was there for the ride. I was extremely excited about what was going on. Then, she's seemingly getting the best of Wanda. Like, she's doing that absorbing energy, that magic thing that she was doing when we saw her backstory, which I didn't know if that was like a power that she had or if she was doing it on purpose, if that was a trick that she had learned how to do. So I wasn't sure, but I'm assuming now that it's a power that she has learned how to do, since she knows about dark magic and knows how to she knows a lot about the Darkhold, and we got confirmation that this was in fact the Darkhold. The fight then goes from the neighborhood to the center of town, where Wanda and Agatha are still going at it. While they're going at it, they flash back to Monica, who is in Agatha's home with Pietro, as he's going by, fake Pietro. And then I think we get an answer. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just a little too vague for me. Like, this whole time, this guy's zipping around, running around like he is, Quicksilver, but he is, in fact, Ralph. The Ralph that we've been looking for the whole time. Like, he wasn't even... I mean, I feel like we got the same treatment that we got with the aerospace engineer. Like, he's just Ralph. just some random guy that she had under her mind spell who was doing whatever she was asking him to do, but he had speed. Like, how do you explain that? I don't know. Monica took him out easily and moves on. It goes back down to the, the center of town. Most of this is like all fighting. Like, this takes place. There's a lot of action in this episode, which is the best thing because we have this long build up, and at least in the last episode, which is a good solid 50 minutes, even with the credits and post-credit scenes that we're going to get into. But, the fight takes place down in the center of town. We see the reaction, after the banter between Agatha and Wanda, how she's telling her who she is and the chaos magic that she's using, and she unlocks the people around the town so they can see Wanda for who she is, and that just doesn't have a great effect on Wanda because we already know she has a history with what the people think about her as a super-powered human being anyways. So she breaks free. She lets all the people out of the bubble. While she's doing that, we get it to see that, yes, once again, Vision cannot live outside of this hexagon, and also her kids cannot live outside of this hexagon. So her and Agatha are still battling back and forth. She ends up, the kids show up because they feel what the mom's going through. They understand what's going on. Wiccan is, feeling in mind. So they show up downtown. Agatha tries to get the drop on the whole family. Wanda doesn't let it happen. I'm zipping right through this, guys, because we want to get to the end, because the ending, I feel like, is the best parts of this episode because it flies by so quick and it's just tons of action. While Wanda and her battle it out, Vision and the other Vision are still going at it. She gets a drop on Agatha, takes her back into her own mindset, her own memory back in Salem. When she's tied to the pole, she thinks she has the drop on Wanda. Wanda says nope, reverses that shit, blasts out of it. They're still fighting. They go up into space. Meanwhile, Vision is having a one-on-one with himself. This is what Paul Bettany, tricked the entire world when he told everybody he's going to be working with someone he's never worked with before, which of course was himself. Ha ha ha, real funny. But he ends up having a very intellectual conversation with how, the robotics in this thing operate, talking him out of being self-destructive, but to analyze the situation and on which how he exists and how they both coexist, in turn restoring all his memory within the White Vision. So I'm assuming that he is going to be Vision as he just escapes off of the screen and we never see him again for the rest of the episode. We'll get into what I think about this in final thoughts, but then we get back to Agatha and Wanda fighting in the sky. Wanda's throwing her magic at her. She says she doesn't want the power no more, but she's kind of playing a coy on Agatha as she's missing on purpose and hitting her. She's setting up her own runes, like what Agatha told her. If a witch sets up the runes, she's the only one that can use her magic in that space. So Agatha cannot fight back. Wanda gets the best of her. She goes into like straight Super Saiyan mode and gets all her lovely Scarlet Witch powers and an awesome new costume. By the way, hats off to that. The dark, the dark Scarlet Witch outfit looks phenomenal on her with the little headpiece. She gets the drop on Agatha. Even during this, we get to see, a little bit of Wiccan and Speed do their thing, which was the best moment ever in the whole show because we get to see, and we know the Fantastic Four is the first family, but this is really MCU's first family. We got Wanda, Vision, Wiccan and Speed taking on Sword. The kids get a little laugh out of, mind controlling and zipping around, and one puts the glasses on with one of the sword hats. It's just phenomenal. We also get to see more of Monica's powers, where Hayward just loses his mind and tries to kill a child. Like, what was that? He tries to shoot one of the kids, and Monica jumps in the way, and all the energy of those bullets just goes right through her body and just fall to the floor. It's an awesome moment. Like, listen, the fight scenes in this episode are just second to none, man. They are just beautifully shot, and just the energy and the whole vibe. We kind of get like a curtain call. Like, everybody shows up in this episode, from Jimmy Woo to Darcy coming in and saving the day and pinning Hayward in his vehicle so he can't escape. And then, after Wanda gets the drop on Agatha, they come back down to the ground, and she's accepted who she is, and she kind of gives Wanda an eye, like, you don't know what you're doing, like, you're gonna need me around. Wanda gives her the thing, like, I know where to find you if I need you. So I don't think that's gonna be the last time we see Agatha. I think she will always be in the closet for whenever Wanda needs her to get that mentoring that we know Agatha to do for Wanda in the comic. I think there'll be an iteration of that in the upcoming films or even a TV series in some nature. So there was some sort of a resolution, I guess. After this, Wanda goes back to the house. She knows at this point she has to say goodbye. She has to let go. She brings the force field down. It's pulling inwards towards the house where it all started. As this is going on, she's putting the kids to bed, saying goodnight, and she's going to say goodnight to Vision, or goodbye to Vision for the last time. It's very emotional banter between these two. Some of the dialogue that they write for these guys is very poetic, very beautiful, and very humanizes these characters in a way that you just feel for them. You feel for Wanda, you feel for Vision. I'm shipping them forever. Like I honestly adore Vision and Wanda and their relationship, and thank you, Marvel, for allowing us to or forcing us or making us love them as much as you have, because I could go for more. Like, honestly, I could legit go for more of Wanda and Vision on screen. So with that said, the series pretty much wraps up. Hayward gets arrested. And then we didn't get a standby screen. Thank the Lord, we didn't get a standby screen. But we did get our very first post-credit scene, which sets up Monica Rambeau, who is pulled aside. She's talking to Jimmy Woo, congratulating him on his thing, telling him that authority suits him. I think that was a nod to Agents of Atlas, by the way. Agents of Atlas, guys, look it up. It stars Jimmy Woo as the head of an organization for Middle Asia or Southern Asia. I can't remember. I don't want to get that wrong, but I know it's like an Asian team of heroes, and Jimmy Woo is the Nick Fury, so to speak, in that series. She gets called aside by an agent. I believe it's a sword agent. Can't tell. Don't know. She's just, or Fed. It could be an FBI agent. I don't know. And she gets called aside to go to the theater. And in the theater, she shapeshifts. She's a Skrull. I knew Skrulls were coming. I knew they were going to be in this. And she tells her that he heard you got grounded. He heard you got grounded, and he wants to meet you. I'm going to assume immediately after she says where, she points up to the sky. We're talking about none other than Nick Fury for the Secret Invasion show. I believe Monica Rambeau will be joining the Secret Invasion show alongside Daisy Johnson, alongside Nick Fury, and alongside Agent Phil Coulson. So I am super excited for that, because that was an awesome setup. Marvel always leaves a cliffhanger that sets up the next thing. I'm quite shocked that we didn't really get like a direct surprise for Doctor Strange or for Spider-Man 3. But we did get a second post-credit scene. And in this post-credit scene, there was a nod that Agatha had said while she was battling Wanda in the middle of the town, where she told her that her powers supersede the Sorcerer Supreme, meaning that Wanda is way more powerful than Doctor Strange, who is the Sorcerer Supreme. So in this second post-credit scene, we get a gist of what she can do now that she's learning her ability, and she was able to escape her astral form, go into astral form, having tea, just chilling on the deck while her body is reading the Darkhold. Like, we got confirmation that the Darkhold is there. I didn't know. I knew it was one of those books, but like I said, it didn't look like the book from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I figured that it wasn't the Darkhold. But we got the Darkhold, and Wanda was reading the Darkhold. And what happens when she's reading the Darkhold? Man, oh man. We hear her kids screaming for help, and then it cuts. I don't think that's the kids. I think that's either Nightmare or the name that everybody's been throwing out there, Mephisto. I'm only doing that because in the book we know that the children are some form of manifestation from Mephisto, but I don't think Mephisto's going to ever show up. I think it might be a Nightmare thing, but we know that Wanda's kids are going to come back, but they're not going to be good magic. This is chaos magic. This is dark magic, and Wanda is going down that path that she doesn't understand. Doctor Strange is going to have to help pull her out. I'm all for it, guys. I don't know. The episode was very shortcoming. Like, I didn't really. The good parts were the fight scenes. As far as questions being answered, there's just still too many questions. Like, it's so indirect. Like, Ralph, I get that you're saying that he was just some random person, but why him, and why is he there? I don't understand. Like, why did he have the powers? Like, I don't understand that. And then the ending is like, you guys, you say it's going to go directly into Doctor Strange, but you leave us with really nothing to lead us into Doctor Strange. Overall, I'm very disappointed on that ending. It was still fun. It was still energetic. I enjoyed it. I want to know what you all thought about it. Could it have been better? That's what I want to know. Am I expecting too much? Could it have been better? Or was it just everything that you wanted, everything that you needed? Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, for more television news, movie news, and our podcast, Critics Talk, please check out wearecritics.com. And do not forget to go again, check the old video that we did for the Real Late Tailgate Wandavision live finale countdown, where you could win Disney Plus free for an entire year. Go subscribe, leave a comment on the video, and let me know what you think. And yeah, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.